Hi, my name's Aman, and this is my Nissan Silvia 200SX. It started as a S15 Det factory Pearl White, and then I got it. I'm the fourth owner, and I've always loved the S15 factory. I saw one when I was 7 years old and just fell in love with it.
No chill, no chill, no chill, no chill, for real. No chill, no chill, no chill, chill, for real. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I was born ready. For my shooters, got shooters, they was born ready. Practice, what the fuck is practice? What the fuck is practice? Hallelujah, hallelujah.
So what inspired you to build your car the way it is now?
What inspired me? Have to be a lot of the Japanese culture and the American culture as well, with something just because they go wild. Low style, everything about a car.
Obviously the front and the back of your car, you're running 326 power.
Yeah.
Are these the same bumpers that were for sale a little while ago down in the South Island, or?
Most likely or not, but I think one of my buddies, Bragan, bought it off Hamish, which owned Pot Shop Max. His buddy had it on his S15, so he bought it, and then I put dibs on it, and I waited probably like 7-8 months till he was like finally over it, and then yeah, got it, and I painted this one, which was supposed to be white, but it turned cream. I think it's just the clear coat off it.
Do you think that's the colour you could stick with, the cream, or not
No,
quite?
no. If I had to go for a color, I love the S15 Pro White. I wouldn't mind going back to it, but I really like classy dark colors. So if I had to go for a color again, it would have to be something dark, like black or like a midnight blue, to like just dark space, dark rainy spec is like my type of thing.
Alright, so everyone's probably seen on Instagram now, performance car, because there's a little, pretty sure there's an old picture of you from Foreign Rodeo Nationals as well, Foreign Rodeo Nationals this year.
Yeah.
You're running a 1J?
Yeah, 1JZ.
So, yeah, what made you want to change from the SR20 and put a 1JZ in it?
The 1JZ love story was one of my buddies, John. He had a JZX 90 Tour V, and he came around once, and this was at the time where I kind of got rid of my SR because just over the SR, so he let me drive his JZX 90, and we went down the road, and coming out of the roundabout, I just clutch kicked it and put my foot down, and that JZ just roared, the power kicked in, the boost was perfect, and the whole boat was just sideways, and I was so happy. John was shit scared, I reckon, after that. He didn't let me drive it. But I fell in love, and I was like, yep, I'm buying a 1JZ for the car. And so that's where that started.
Awesome. And how long have you had the 1JZ in the build now?
For about a year now. The hardest part was finding an R154 gearbox, and that took me ages to find. So when I did find one, it had a blow-in third and fourth gear. So yeah, gearbox factory, and they got that replaced. It got fully checked out and refurbed, and got it back in mint condition. And now now it's in the car. I can just start with everything.
Alright, so I see you were running some Weds wheels. They're crazy, big dish, hella wide. What's the reasoning behind going with that wheel? Was it always a wheel that you've loved, or is it something that you sort of grew into, or what's the story behind that?
No way. I was in year 10, and when you're in year 10, all your buddies are just into cars all of a sudden, and you're just looking around, and I saw this photo of a 350Z with these, just like a photo of those and the 350, and you can just see it fully stanced out, and it had a chrome lip, and it looked beautiful. I was in love at that moment. I was like, yeah, I want these wheels for sure. If I can't have them, nobody can.
And tell me a little bit about your plate. I see it's no chill.
No chill. No chill. No chill was, I was studying in my room laptop, and I decided to listen to the Skirllex No Chill, and it was a banger for me because I like kind of loved dubstep back then, and I was like, yeah, searched it up on Car Jam real quick. Nope, nobody had it. Sweet plates. Yep, it was available. And so about like 3-4 months later, my buddies Gurkeet bought a plate, and this is before they sold it to this different company. So they had a buy one get the second one like 10% off, and then 25%, and then like the fourth one 50%, and so that was like $600, brand new. I got it mint. I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome. And obviously, no chill definitely works on your S15.
It works so good.
I mean,
I think the whole car, the whole build has sort of been like what I've loved have just combined, and everything just has its own little story behind of how it sort of just began and happened, and how it's on the car. Yeah, I love this car. I don't think I'll ever let it go. I've had it for 5 years, so I'm sure I can do more.
wicked. Alright, so tell us about your future plans. Obviously, it's currently in its project status now. Still a lot of work to be done, but do you plan on changing anything now before its final product?
Changing now, I feel like it has all the main bits on it, but it'll just be, later on it'll just be upgrading and just taking everything to a next level. So interior wise, I can always reupholster that, make a nice leather and suede, always goes good together. Sound system for sure. Wheel wise, secret, but I just want to go wider and lower and just have a mean aggressive look to it. Engine wise, there can always be upgrades to the engine for sure.
Of course. Wicked. So I see on the back of your S15, we've got a big rumours banner established 2016. So is that a club? Is it a bunch of friends? What's the story behind it?
So yeah, we established that 2016 with me and my best friend John Pang. It's nothing major yet because we've just kept it real low key. We've only made stickers to sort of get it out there, but it's just two friends just want to get their cars out there. It'll probably have more because I've got tons of friends with cars, but we just like to be wild and just be excessive. Nothing different, you know, something different for sure.
Alright, Aman, well thank you so much for your time. Thanks for showing us your S15. It's mad. It's absolutely mad car. Can't wait to see it in the end. But from now, if anyone wants to keep an eye on your progress, where can they see that? What can they do?
Yeah, thank you very much for coming out. But if you really want to follow this build, it's all on my Instagram, _monkey and then _. You should find it easy.
We'll put a link in the description. But again, thank you for your time, and I'm sure we'll see you around.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.